Miscellaneous minds, never explaining the minds. Devilish grin for my alias, aliens who respond. Peddling sin, thinking maybe when you get old you realize I'm not gonna fold or demise. I don't smoke crack, motherfucker, I sell it.
What is going on, everybody? This is the Miscellaneous Minds podcast. I'm your co-host, Pumal Gato, the cat that gives you your road rage back. And to my left over here is the main man, he says the narrow, the man that makes the fat stacks. Together we form the dynamic duo that won't die. Deadly ideas, bro, the spicier content than your girl's only fans.
What is going on, everybody? Before we get into tonight's topic, please make sure to like, comment, hate, subscribe, DM us about the bullshit. And with that, let's get right into it. So, as you guys all probably saw, Israel Adesanya had a bit of a road rage incident with some random individual on the street. Listen, when you have reached the pinnacle of MMA, of UFC, like Izzy, this is an L. Doing this with some random on the street to now. Don't get me wrong, and also people will say, oh, you can't let people push you around, blah, blah, blah. I get it. Completely understand. Not against it. Problem is that, listen, man, you got a lot more to lose than that dude. If that dude throws a punch at you, you throw a punch back, you whoop his ass because, you've been at the top of the MMA pyramid, you've been at that pinnacle, you're clearly going to whoop that man's ass. The problem with that being is now that man can come after you for some ends. Now the man come after you for a little bit of money. And is it really worth it? You're going to kick the man's butt for 30, 40 seconds? It's going to be ever. And then you're going to be in court paying lawyers hundreds of thousands of dollars to eventually have to pay this man anyway. It's an L. I think Izzy has not been doing well. I'm going to say over the last year, ever since his loss to Sean Strickland. I think he's been a little bit of a downhill streak, not just in the MMA world, not just in the ring, in the octagon, but in his personal life a little bit. I think mentally a lot is messing with Izzy's head. He says it's not, but I mean, I'll be honest with you, given the way that he's been looking, given the way that he's been seeking, the fact that I know people will say he didn't hint at retirement, but the fact that it's in the circle of being talked about, I don't think it's a great look. I think it's a major L all around. Listen, dog, you're better than that, homie. You got bigger and better things than this random dude on the street beefing it with you. Because let's be honest, what's he gonna do? He's a nobody compared to you. No disrespect. One thing I will say that I really don't like that Izzy did is that while talking to this man, talking down to him, he's like, oh, go get back in your piece of blank car. And my thing is like, listen, dog, I don't know what kind of car that man was driving. Maybe he was driving a piece of blank car. My problem is like, listen, dog, that's the average everyday individual, and you're talking down to him like you're better than him just because you got money. That I didn't really fuck with. I'll keep it 100. And don't get me wrong, again, I get it. Izzy has a lot of money. I'm not disputing that at all. But simply that you think you're better than him, it doesn't bode well, especially given the arguments that Drake has made against you right before your fight, which was not that long ago, saying, you grew up with servants and blah, blah, blah. Not a good look, bro. Not a good look. What do you think about that, my man?
Look, man, it's really disappointing because I was a huge Israel Adesanya fan, and seeing this, especially after his team came out and said that he never fully recovered after the loss to Sean Strickland. The DDP one he can take, but that one seems to have been a bit of a personal blow for him. And look, two things: one, that the dude that came after him, like. He obviously had to been for money. He was up on him, taunting him, trying to flex on him. So I mean, you can already tell this man already was trying to get Izzy to smack him into the big bucks. That was his plan first and foremost. But this is basically just a replay of the incident that we've had, or that Devin Haney has had with that dude that was instigating him at the carnival. But I'd say that one's a little bit different just because I want to say the Devin Haney one was just maybe it was argument, it got blown over. Maybe Devin Haney started getting something mad about something. The only thing I can speculate is that was really more of an anger incident. This incident, however, just seems like this dude was trying to get some money out of Israel Adesanya. That seems to be more of the case here. And look, the man's dumb. Like he has to realize, like, okay, but there's more of a potential for you to get hurt more so than you getting the big bucks. Like the risk to reward system here is like, dog, you're kind of already pushing the line though. But at the end of the day, the biggest L here is definitely for Israel Adesanya, because look, man, you're already kind of on a unfortunate loss streak in the MMA world. Your stature is already kind of depleting. You really don't want another incident like this, especially because the other contemporary fighters in your camp can use that against you and say, okay, we already know for a fact this dude's easily routed. Look what happened to him on like a random street in New Zealand. Like they can use that against you, and like especially after all the negative press that fighters already kind of get in the MMA world. Like, dog, again, at the end of the day, you're a world class athlete. Like, you don't need this kind of bad reputation on you, dog. Especially because, look, we already have a lot of bad apples in MMA that have bad press for no reason, like BJ Penn getting into altercations at bar fights, a litany of John Jones, multiple instances. Like we don't really need any more world class athletes like these getting into stupid situations over what? Emotions at the end of the day. I understand that, again, you kind of have to defend your name a little bit, but it's like, dog, you can already tell this man's after money. He's trying to get a rise out of you to get them big bucks off of you. Don't let him get to you in the end, dog. Don't let him get to you in the end.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't think it's worth it. At the end of the day, homie, walk away. You're a big dog. Everybody knows that on any day you'd whoop that man's butt. Everybody knows that you got more money than him. Everybody knows you probably get more kitty than him, homie. Move on. It ain't that big a deal. Listen, again, I think this is a bad look for Izzy. Again, he had to stand up for himself. I get it. At the same time, bro, you would have stand more to lose than to gain from this. You know, if you would have whooped his butt, nobody would care. Be like, okay, and me want him to look better against this man than he did against Drakus. Listen, that's not the point. The point is, it's an L. Do better, Izzy, especially because I do think Izzy's a better person than this. I think Dog generally is a better person than this, so he could do better. And with that, make sure to like, comment, hate, subscribe, DM us about the bullshit, and
until next time, get rest and stay blessed. We'll see you on the next one.